Welcome to another trip to Trader Joe's. I haven't done one in a while. Today I wanted to talk about the new way of rehearsing. Let's get started. So today I'm going to talk about the new way of rehearsing. It's a lot different than the old times when you had to find a place, to find a studio or something. Or a house, a garage. We used to rehearse in my garage, or my dad's garage. And you get together and, basically rehearse. But nowadays we have the internet, so mainly I've been doing gigs without rehearsing or just very little rehearsal. We send the PDFs over the email and then practice at home. You need, first of all, clear charts, very clear. And also you need responsible musicians that will do the practice by themselves, because some of us are a little lazy and we tend to leave everything for the last minute. And sometimes that's the story. You get to the place and you don't know the tunes. And we go through this. A little noisy here. Alright, so I just cleaned my bike. I just washed it, gave it a little love, some new oil. So yeah, that's the thing. People are living now too far, especially in LA. Too much traffic. If you want to rehearse, basically, if you want to rehearse, you would have to pay like at least, $150, $200, because $50 for a rehearsal, it's very low pay. If you take into account the time that you have to prepare to go there, and sometimes it might be a little bit of a waste of time, because nobody knows the tunes unless you have very professional musicians that can read. You won't get anything done in one rehearsal, so you have to do 2-3 rehearsals to really tighten the band, make it sound nice. Yeah, so that's why this, thanks to the internet, and you could even do a little Skype with someone, maybe check on your musicians, make sure they're learning the tunes. But that's how we rehearse today. It's a whole different story today. What I cannot stress enough is, like, for the leaders, this is good, because you're gonna find a band that is already prepared. When you get to the rehearsal, you do a quick rehearsal. You just do like a little fine tuning, you know, whatever you want to change. But now I have like 2 different gigs that I'm doing in the next 2 weekends, and it's about maybe 30 tunes that I have to practice and know pretty much. Sometimes what I do to save time is logic. I mean, it's logic. If you can read it, if you can sight read it perfectly, then it's okay. You don't have to practice it. But if you are like me, which I'm a good reader, but still, I gotta be honest, I'm a little slow. And the more I practice at home, the better, because when I get to the rehearsal, I don't want them to stop for me. That's the main thing. I would like to be just quiet there, play my bass perfectly, and hope that they don't even have to talk to me. That's the goal. But if you're a great sight reader, okay, yeah, you can just take the risk and sight read it. The other thing I wanted to say is that for the guys that don't read too much, and I did a video on this about practicing at home and getting into a band, because it's like a snowball, you know, like you guys say in English, snowballs. The more you start reading, the better you get. The better you get, the more gigs you get, and the less that you have to sit down and practice. It's gonna be automatic, you know, it's gonna be, it might take years to really, you know, build the reputation and all of that, you know, stuff that the connections. But when they know that you're a good reader, or at least responsible enough to learn the tunes at home, even if you're not a reader, I know guys that are great salsa players that can't read a note, but they know all the tunes. So if you go, that's another thing. If you want to get into a style, you have to know a lot of tunes. You know, if you want to play Brazilian, if you want to play salsa, you have to be familiar with a lot of tunes, or be at least a good reader, side reader. But mainly what I've done is practice at home, get ready, and that's working for me. There's a lot of construction around here. It's like there's a lot of money. Everybody constructing. Maybe because because next year the elections, of course. Now they're gonna fix everything for all the roads and fix the sidewalks. So as usual, this doesn't have a lot to do with Trader Joe's. I also wanted to let you guys know about my blood. It was up, the cholesterol again, but I've been going to Trader Joe's, but I've also been eating more meat. I think I was eating a lot of pizza, thinking that, well, this bread is just carbs and I burn them, while cycling or something, but not always. That's not always the case. So that's it for today. I like helicopters. Bottom line is get musicians that are responsible enough to practice at home. Don't waste your money in rehearsal studios or none of that stuff. Just do a little rehearsal before the gig, maybe on the sound check. Here we are at this Torrance Airport. My way to Trader Joe's to get some turkey meat to make some pasta.